Hey, what's going on, DFW? This is the Dallas Sportscast. We want to thank y'all for tuning in to the first 3 episodes. This is episode 4. We are your hosts. I'm Jeff.
I'm Nope.
And we are here back with another episode, man, with some more interesting topics to talk about this week.
Yeah, man. Like you said, want to thank each and every one of y'all for showing support on the videos. You know, don't forget to like the video if you like the content. That helps with the YouTube algorithm. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Also, drop your opinions below in the comment section. Let us know what you think. Without further ado, let's go and get it popping, man. What's the first topic, man? A little bit going on in sports this week, man. What we got to talk about?
First thing we want to talk about the Lakers extending Anthony Davis. 3 years, $186 million, $62 million a year, which is the highest annual salary in the NBA's history. $62 million a year. Worth it? No, not at all.
Lakers fumbled the bag on that one, man.
Yeah. I think they did. As far as not just health wise, but the inconsistency and the up and down and the roller coaster his game has been on just off of last year. I don't understand how he gets an extension like that.
Exactly.
We understand that the market is completely different. We just saw a number 2 guy, Jaylen Brown, get $304 million.
Yeah, facts.
But still, Anthony Davis, over a decade in the league now. So, what was he drafted? What year did he get drafted?
2012, I want to say, somewhere around there.
I want to say 2012.
Yeah, it was somewhere around there.
So at least a decade in the league.
Yeah,
and has had injury problems.
Countless injury problems,
along with consistency problems. So I don't like that deal. Me personally, $62 million a year is just too much for somebody not dependable.
Facts.
Even when they get on the court, and now you're not dependable.
You know, he was just up and down, a very consistent up and down. You know, it was games AD give you 35, 15, 4 blocks, and the next game he gonna give you 12 points, 6 rebounds, and a block. It's just, you know,
I don't know. Maybe that's how they're keeping stress off his extremities, I guess.
I guess you can kind of factor that into the load management part of it, but
he's still playing.
Yeah, I don't get it. I think they did that more on the sense that they know LeBron is either in the next 2 years either gonna retire or he's, you know, gonna go try to play with Bronny. As long as Bronny's heart is up to it and he can still play at a high level, you know. I think that's more with the decision. What factored into that decision?
Yeah,
but like you said, he's not worth that at this time. Don't get me wrong, Anthony Davis is still an elite player, but it's just
too many inconsistencies.
Too many inconsistencies.
Yeah, the health and then the up and the inconsistencies in the play. That makes a bad recipe for a contract like that.
Yeah.
Of that magnitude.
Yeah.
And then, like you said, LeBron, if he might stay now, since Bronny, they might take it easy with a health scare like that.
Yeah.
He may be more inclined to stay with LA now.
That's true. That's true.
He wanted to play with Bronny, undoubtedly. That made it a whole lot harder to put something that concrete, because this is something that you make concrete that you want to keep this together with a deal like this.
True.
But after Bronny's health scare, they say, "Oh, LeBron might stay now."
Yeah.
Let's go ahead and entice him to stay more and give Anthony Davis. You know, so let's go ahead and lock him in.
I wouldn't even say that's going to entice LeBron more. You know, because it's like,
what else are you gonna have?
Yeah, like.
I mean, and then you got Austin Reeves. He got his bag.
Austin Reeves. That was a very good move for the Lakers. You know, that's in my opinion, he's their future as long as they can secure him and keep developing him. You know, which is gonna be good because he's still under, especially if he's still under LeBron. You know, because LeBron is grooming him to be a superstar.
Yeah,
LeBron is grooming him to be a superstar,
and I think he has the personality.
Yeah,
of he's gonna soak everything up.
Yeah.
You see the infamous clip of him explaining to Austin, pointing at something Austin, and Austin was just like, okay, man.
Yeah.
Like, he's like, okay. And that's the kind of thing I think the mindset that you want is to see what LeBron is looking at and how he looks at the game, even though it may be weird to you or be awkward to you. You want to soak up. It's a reason he's been in the league 21 years.
Everyone knows LeBron's basketball IQ is on 1,000
off the charts.
He sees things before they even happen. He knows how plays are going to develop. He knows where his teammates are going to be on top of defenders, are going to be after the play breaks down and stuff like that. So it's apparent. We all know that LeBron's IQ is on 1,000. So in my opinion, he needs to soak all of that up.
Right.
All of that.
Right. And hopefully they bring other players in and draft well.
That's gonna be the kicker. They're gonna have to draft very well these next 2 seasons.
Yeah. Oh, but I think they also got a pretty good point guard in Shafino. If
he's
not
solid.
Mistaken.
Yeah, he's solid.
No, I watched a couple of games with him last year, and one was against the big guy in Iowa. I can't think of his name.
I know what you're talking about. Yeah,
it was on Fox, and man. Like he was putting the game together, man. He was putting the game together, and I was like, okay, I see he's nice.
Yeah, he's definitely solid, nice. especially under LeBron too, which is a big ass point guard. So he's gonna be seeing under LeBron. I give him this season, he's gonna be seeing the floor completely different. On top of what he already had.
And then he's a guard with guard. But not only is he can have point guard and playmaking skills,
he can also play off the ball.
He can play off the ball.
Yeah.
I mean, he's 6'6".
Yeah,
he's 2'6", 215. So has that 2 guard body. So you might be able to play him the 1 through the 3, like you can play Austin Reeves. The 1 through the 3.
Definitely. They definitely got more versatility with him.
Yeah, exactly. So to me, that I really kind of don't understand the Anthony Davis deal. I still don't. It's still kind of mind-boggling that they would give him.
I understand it from a looking into the future aspect of it, but as far as a right now, I don't get it.
No,
I don't get it. I don't get it.
I mean, do they have the same? They have the same core.
Pretty much, yeah. I don't think they lost too many people.
Yeah, so I mean, they probably feel like they're right there.
Yeah, I mean, and they still are pretty much right there on the cusp, in the West. So I mean, it's a good basketball move. Is it a good business move? Probably not.
No.
Yeah, in the sense of a basketball move, yes, it's a pretty good move. I mean, you want to secure your number 2 star, So
yeah. Okay. Yeah. So. We move on from Anthony Davis. We think was a bad deal. Let's go ahead and stick with basketball. USA picked up a good win versus Puerto Rico.
Very good win. Everybody played pretty solid.
Yeah. You had the 2 leading scorers. You had Anthony Edwards, and Cam Johnson had 15 points apiece.
Yep.
Tyrese Halliburton out there dishing with 12 dimes.
Yep.
And Brunson, one of the smallest players on the court, had a double-double.
Yep.
11 points, 12 rebounds.
Man. Jalen Brunson is a very underrated rebounder. And you really saw it, like you really saw him prosper in that aspect of his game last season.
Yeah.
It was a lot of games where he had double-doubles, not with assists, with rebounds. You know? And he's, like you said, one of the smallest people on the court. So Jalen Brunson was a real good addition to Team USA.
So. Oh yeah, most definitely. And his game is he can shoot the 3, but he loves to get into the lane.
Yeah, to get in the lane and get that mid range going. He's a bona fide shot creator.
Right.
He can get his shot whichever way he needs to.
And he's solid. His body is solid.
Yeah.
Even though he's short on the short end, his body is real
strong.
Solid. He can get to the paint. Turn and fade away on you, dream shake, up and under. He has all that to his game. So I think that's what makes him most talented not most talented, but one of the most talented at his size.
Yeah,
I should
definitely.
Because he can get to his spot with the handle, use his size, use his body, and get the shots he wants.
Yeah, man. And speaking on Ant, man, Ant was out there cooking, man.
Yeah.
He only had 15, but Ant was out there cooking, man.
I think that comes along with the territory of Team USA.
Yeah.
You're not gonna, score.
Yeah, you're not gonna score 30 every night.
Games.
Yeah,
you may have 21.
Yeah,
but
it's whoever's on that night,
right?
If especially with Halliburton dishing the ball like that, he's gonna figure out who's cooking that night, and he's gonna
keep feeding.
Yeah, it's gonna vary from night to night. Sometimes it might be the next game. It might be Jalen, or it might be Tyrese Halliburton going off, or like you said, it might be Cam Johnson again going off. Like it's gonna fluctuate a lot just because we got a lot of good scorers on the team.
Right. And even if you look back on the Olympic team, the Redeem team, you had guys, Kobe, those guys can score 40 easy if they really wanted to, and they're probably 21, 20.
18, 21 points. LeBron, 18, 21 points. D-Wade, 15 points. It just varies by the night.
But at least probably 5 to 7 to 8 players were at least getting in the teens, the mid to high teens.
And then KD was on that team. Like it's when you got so many scores, it's not going to be one bona fide leading scorer.
Right. And Team USA, you want to show that team aspect. Because they believe that over here in America that we value the highlights.
Yeah, the one-on-one basketball.
Yeah, they believe that, and so you want to prove to them like, yeah, we know how to play organized basketball. We're not playing pickup basketball all the time.
Facts.
So I think they're set up to be pretty good. They have a pretty tough exhibition
tough
schedule. You got, after beating Puerto Rico, they beat the brakes off Puerto Rico 117-74. Next game they got Luka and Slovenia.
That's gonna be a tough one.
Judge Luka by himself.
You already know Luka with his mindset, he's coming out at least dropping 30.
At least.
Luka is going out there trying to cook.
It doesn't matter who is on him. It doesn't matter who's on him in the NBA. And trust me, Team USA, he sees these guys every year throughout the season, and he still cooks.
Yeah.
You think he's gonna be scared of Team USA?
Nah, not one bit.
Not at all.
And in my opinion, it's gonna be in Team USA's best interest to probably either have Cam Johnson guarding him or Ant.
To me, Ant would probably be, because I haven't seen a lot of Ant on Luka, but we saw Cam Johnson get cooked in that Phoenix series.
That's true.
And you got to remember, Mikal Bridges. They tried Mikal Bridges, and then they tried Cam. They tried both, and
I say Cam just for the simple fact that he's quick. He's quick enough to to where he can stick with Luka and kind of not contain him. Nobody can contain Luka, but stick with him as far as the defensive aspect, and also the length at the same time, Which on the other side of it with Ant is strong. So Luka's not gonna just be able to bully Ant.
That's why I would like Ant. I would go Ant as opposed to Cam, because I saw Cam get dropped.
Yeah.
I mean, the highlight right before the end of the half when they was up whooping Phoenix ass by what was it, 40, 50 at halftime?
Yeah. I mean, but that's
that highlight. He snatched, but I didn't see. I saw Cam get dropped.
He did. He got dropped. He snatched. He touched earth.
Snatched.
He touched some earth.
He touched not with his hand. His whole body.
Yeah, he touched some earth.
His whole body was down on the ground, on the floor, man, on the hardwood.
Yep.
He can stay with him.
I say more on the length.
But you got a lot of guys who got length. You got guys who got length. I would want somebody, because like I said, Luka is so elite. One player is not gonna have enough to stop him with their skill set. Like Anthony, like we said, Anthony Edwards.
Yeah,
he has the strength and the body, but he doesn't have the size.
Yeah,
he doesn't have the size.
That's a fact.
Cam Johnson has the length and has lateral quickness, but we've seen him get dropped.
Yeah.
Yeah, it didn't matter.
Yeah.
Mikal Bridges switched on to Luka a lot.
Yeah, he was getting cooked too.
So
That, in my opinion, those three are probably the best. They're gonna have to swap out those three guarding him. Mm-hmm. It's gonna be a collective effort, team wise, obviously, but those three are gonna, if they want to win this game, they're gonna have to. Those three are gonna have to make it a point to come together and contain Luka.
Exactly, and then another thing is you have to remember that once you start keying on Luka,
his teammates,
he's gonna be dishing that thing.
And Luka getting 12, 13 assists is still will equal a loss. Like
yeah, of course.
And he got some shooters over there with him in Slovenia too. Yeah. He got some shooters over there too.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. The game in the Montenegro, he had 14 assists.
Yeah.
34 points, 13 rebounds, 14 assists.
Yep.
So he has guys that are fundamental, that have the same kind of IQ that he has.
Yeah.
They're around him. And then he's from Slovenia.
Yeah.
So he's
been playing with him they've been playing together for
history with these guys.
years. You know,
so they know when to cut. They know when Luka is not looking my direction to still cut because the ball is going to be where it's supposed to be regardless.
Right.
So either we're going to spot up in the corner according to what they do, because Luka is one of those IQs of the Kobe's and the LeBrons. I'm already 2 steps ahead of you.
Yeah.
Once you all you have to do is take 1 step in from the corner, and I know your defense is doing something.
Yep.
And I know where to go with the ball automatically.
Yep.
Or I know to fake.
Yep.
And then you gonna go back to the corner. Now I got my post game. I can pivot, fade. I can pivot up and under.
Yep.
I can do anything I want to do because his game is not rushed. It's
at his own pace.
At his own pace. And he's dropped some weight.
Yeah.
This year,
Luka looking real lean, bro.
Lean out there.
Yeah.
Now, if he ever tones up, hopefully he'll tone up within the next couple of years, because I want to see that version of Luka.
Yeah.
Where he's toned, because he still has the you can look at his arms and there's no tone there.
Yeah.
But even though he lost weight, I think he's gonna go back to Slovenia every offseason.
Yeah.
And
tone
add something to that.
Yeah.
So he already has the size and the strength, IQ. He has everything that you want.
He's gonna be a little quicker too, cause like you said, he's toned. He's gotten a little leaner this year. So,
and hopefully he tightens up those free throws. That's about the only thing with Luka's game that you would love to be a lot more consistent.
Yeah, I mean, Luke, you would expect Luka being the 3-level scorer that he is to at least be an 85%, 80 somewhere between 80-85% free throw shooter,
right?
Consistently,
Yeah. That's where you would want him to be, because 70, the low 70s, mid 70s.
Yeah,
nah,
you're
too good.
You're too good for that.
Yeah. Because at the end of the game, the ball is in your hands as much as it is,
and they're gonna send you to the free throw line. So you got to make them.
Yeah,
you got to make them.
And it's gonna take some of the pressure off him with Kyrie being there.
Yeah, but
you still gonna have the ball in your hands a lot.
Yeah.
So you gotta tighten up the free throws. Yeah. Moving on to the
who's their next
Slovenia. You got Slovenia. Yeah. They're going to Spain. They're gonna play Slovenia. And they're gonna play Spain.
Spain's tough too, they've had pretty much the same team over the past 10 years as well. So
Spain always makes noise.
Yeah,
Spain
is always tough, man.
Always makes noise.
That's always tough. They always tough.
But then they have I believe their scrimmages are going to prepare them for that tournament and to go on that run.
Yeah.
Because they're gonna see so much high IQ basketball and fundamental basketball being played. You got Luka in Slovenia, and you got Spain.
Then they got Giannis after that, right?
Yeah, then they travel to Abu Dhabi to play Greece.
Yeah.
And he's gonna beat you up over there. Giannis is gonna beat up on you regardless. And he's probably gonna come back with something else added to his game that he's gonna try out there.
Yeah, Giannis is coming back, period, with a chip on his shoulder this year.
And his team is the same team.
Yeah.
So I believe the Bucks will probably be in if not the same spot, a higher spot than they were. Yeah. And I believe he's going to take more threes this year than he's ever taken.
In his career. Oh yeah. I guarantee that's main staple he's been working on this offseason.
Yeah. And after that, they have after Greece, Giannis in Greece, they have Germany. And Germany just beat Germany, led by Schroeder.
Yeah,
Schroeder just beat Canada.
Yep. We all know how tough Canada is. Canada got some hitters over
R.J. Barrett. They have Jamal Murray, Giddys Alexander. They have a lot of talent over there. Yeah. But what this FIBA World Cup is about is team
basketball.
The team basketball. You can have stars like that, but if you don't have the coaching and the role players and the team, you're not gonna go far in the tournament.
True facts.
So yeah, they're gonna be tested in these next couple of scrimmages,
and that's what I think Team USA's kind of biggest. I don't want to say disadvantage, but that's kind of what their only disadvantage is that they haven't played together. You know, this is a new team, so they don't have that chemistry of years playing together like these other like Slovenia and Greece and Spain who've been playing together for 10 plus years. Like that's gonna be their main disadvantage, but I feel like they can overcome it. They just gonna have to come together.
Yeah, but because I think what differs in the USA from a lot of the other teams that have that camaraderie and the teammate and the familiarity with each other, it's a lot of talent in USA. So you get a pick of the litter. Every year. True. You may not get the same people, and then you have some people who withdraw.
True.
Who withdraw from I don't want to play for Team USA.
Yeah.
And they go work on their game in the gym all summer.
Yep.
And work with trainers all summer on something. So I think that's the only thing that separates the USA team from a lot of the other overseas teams.
Yeah.
And so I believe they'll be in a good spot though. They'll be in a good spot with their coaches. And then I think they got the players that with the heads on their shoulders straight. So I think they'll be good.
They all definitely want to win. So it's gonna be interesting. It's gonna be real interesting.
Very interesting. Yeah. Sticking with basketball and teamwork, let's go ahead and talk about the Hall of Fame inductees.
And Dallas OG, Mr. Dirk Nowitzki.
Yes, sir. Inducted into the Hall of Fame.
Inducted into the Hall of Fame with arguably the hardest and most, I don't even know the word for it, most worthwhile championship run. Respected, yes. That's the word I was looking for. Yes.
Respected run. You can't put an asterisk by his championship.
Nah.
Who he beat was crazy. He beat Kobe.
LeBron's Heat in the finals.
Kobe on the way there.
KD, Russ, and Harden.
OKC.
Yes.
The run was stupid.
The run was legendary, bro.
And it goes back to, like I said, with that 2019 Kawhi team. You had a lot of good players and role players, and you had that definitive superstar.
Yep.
And Dirk was just that superstar. Get him the bucket, let him give him the ball on the elbow, and we just gonna spread the floor.
Yep.
You can't stop his jumper.
You can't. And then if you do, who we got? We got Jason Terry in the corner.
Mm-hmm. Got J Kidd
spotting up. Like
then you got Tyson Chandler grabbing offensive boards
and holding it down
in the paint.
Like
you had Deshaun Stevenson.
Yep.
Dog. But then you had Jason Terry, who had such a high Q. You could play the 2-man game with him.
Yeah. And Dirk, that was almost unstoppable.
Yeah, because he could pull up from all 3 levels too.
Yeah.
And you had every aspect that you needed with a team like that, and you had the experience to go with it. Yep. And then to watch J Kidd go from where he was in the early 90s.
Couldn't shoot a jumper to save his life.
Well, they used to call him Acing because he had no J.
Yeah.
Yes. Acing Kid. That's what they used to call him.
No J.
And run and gun type basketball in terms of passing it.
Yeah.
Running and passing it. We saw him with the Nets.
Yep.
Made it all the way to the finals doing that.
Yep.
And then to watch him slow and calm his game down.
And evolve it.
And work on that jump shot. It was so many key threes that he hit in that.
Him and Jason Terry were arguably, besides Dirk, the best shooters in that run.
Oh, most definitely.
Especially Jason Terry from his just each corner.
Yes.
You knew it was money.
Yes.
You knew it was money.
Yes. And J. Kidd, the perfect thing, I think the good thing about the coaching was they didn't put J. Kidd in a lot of shooting spots that he wasn't comfortable with. It was almost at the top of the key every time.
Every time.
Even if the team had to rotate, J. Kidd stayed at the top of the key and other guys would slide to the wing.
Because that was his spot.
Exactly. You kept him looking straight at the basket.
Yep.
On the top of the key. And I think it was, matter of fact, in the finals game, they came back.
Yeah.
They had the 15-point comeback.
Yep.
Yeah. J. Kidd hit key threes.
Yep.
Because what they were doing, doubling Dirk. And Dirk learned from all the years of not trying to force things.
Yeah.
Not trying to force it. I don't have to do it by myself.
Just let everything evolve in front of you, then make your decision.
Exactly.
You know?
And he wasn't always a willing as passer as he was.
Yeah. But he had to learn that.
He had to learn that.
He definitely learned that.
And that just goes to show you that's one of the championships that tells you teamwork makes the dream work.
Definitely does, man.
Everybody.
We didn't have 3 superstars.
3 Hall of Famers.
Yeah.
3 Hall of Famers. Everybody expected Miami. People in Dallas expected Miami to win.
To sweep us.
Ridiculous.
Tell you, man.
So yeah, it can definitely be done. That's why coaching, all of that, coaching, and then you had the players that bought into their roles.
Yep, exactly. That's the number one. Everyone bought into their role and they excelled in it.
Exactly. And when they were called upon,
they answered the call.
Answered the call. Whether it be a jump shot, whether it be a defensive stop. Oh, we can't forget Sean Marion.
Yeah,
Sean Marion out there D'ing guys up.
Drawing charges,
stealing in the pass lanes.
Yep.
And then you can't forget about him. He was the first really small ball power forward. Small ball power forward.
Facts.
I mean, he averaged 20 and 10 and 20 and 11 with the Suns.
Yep.
What, he's 6'7"?
6'6", maybe 6'7".
Maybe 6'7". And then he's not that big. Nah. He's lanky.
Yeah.
He's lanky.
Very lanky. But he knows especially on the rebound tip, he knows positioning. He knows where to go, where to be, how to box his person, how to box his man out to where he can excel at getting rebounds.
And he puts his body in there. Like, rebounding, sometimes you don't want to hit bodies and things like that. But he was willing to do the hard work and the dirty work.
Big man.
The dirty work.
Yeah.
And man, a lot of those times he made key buckets, key stops.
Yep.
A lot of the times, man. So can't forget Sean Marion, man.
Yeah, he was the OG with that ugly ass jump shot. He came in there and did his thing, man. With the flick,
with the flip up,
with the bottom flip up. You know what I'm saying?
It worked for him. So hey, man, he had a worthy career.
Yeah, he did. Yeah,
definitely worthy
Sean
career.
Marion, definitely solid.
And that ring, I'm so glad he got that ring.
Oh yeah,
he
definitely deserved it, man. He definitely deserved it.
He definitely deserved it. A couple of more guys. His counterpart, Dwayne Wade. Dwayne Wade was also inducted. Tony Parker. Greg Popovich. Believe should have been in there probably a little bit sooner, but I'm not sure if this was his first year of eligibility.
I think I think it was because he's still active. I think it was because he's still active technically.
So it might come down to something else because I don't think it's like the NFL after you retire
so many years.
I think it becomes an age thing. When it comes to coaching,
because he's one of the if not one of the first. He's up there as far as active in Hall of Fame inductees.
Right. You don't
hear about that too often.
You don't catch those too often, and he's still doing it, man.
Yeah.
And you just look at the person that he is, and he's had success over the years because of the real. I think he's relatable, so relatable to players.
Yeah, definitely.
You will want to go out there and give your all to him.
Yeah,
definitely. Even you put your ego in the bag. What they say when you come to
buy into the system.
Exactly.
Buy into the system.
You get to the door of the San Antonio Spurs facility, and they got a bag right there for your ego.
Yep, drop your ego in there. Yeah, we coming in here. We playing team basketball.
And trust Pop that he's going to put you in a situation to where you're going to be successful. Yep. If he know you're the undisputed leader of the team, he's going to put you there.
Yeah, exactly.
He let David Robinson for years, and then Tim Duncan came right in.
Then Kawhi.
And then not only Kawhi, you had Manu.
Yep.
You brought in Tony.
Yep. That's why I say Victor Wembanyama's in very good hands.
Oh, very good hands.
Very good hands.
Very good hands. And then his staff is A1 too.
Yeah.
His staff is gonna be A1, man. Yeah. And also we got Pau Gasol.
Pau Gasol, well deserved.
He's gonna be. He's probably gonna have something attribute to Kobe.
Yeah.
He's gonna have a couple of stories about Kobe.
Definitely.
And Gianna. So glad to see, because it's well deserved with him. One of the best power forwards. I remember all those days watching Dirk and Powell go at it.
Yeah, man.
Dallas versus Memphis.
And we talk about that J Kidd Dirk 2-man. That Kobe Powell 2-man was some nasty too, man.
Yes.
That Kobe Powell 2-man was whoo.
And matter of fact, I think Powell was on that same team that
he was.
He was. The Lakers then when they beat them? So that's another check by Dirk's name, man. That one championship is respected. I'm gonna go ahead and say it. It was respected more than those 2 rings KD got.
That's true. That's true. Hey, I can't even disagree with you on that one, man.
That's my opinion.
Because he stayed down with the team that drafted him through the years, suffered through the losses, took him on the chin, learned from him, came back, and when he had the opportunity again, he seized it. He seized it. There's nothing but respect, man.
He learned from everything.
Yep.
And he had to learn to take some lumps on the head. Yep. All those successful years with Steve Nash and Michael Finley.
Yep.
And then you look at the Warriors team. You remember when they were the number 1 seed, won 67 games, and the Warriors kicked them out the playoffs in the first round. You never forget that. I'll never forget that. Yep. That's when Baron Davis and Steven Jack and all those got the We Believe Warriors.
Yes, We Believe Warriors.
The We Believe Warriors got their name off of those Mavericks.
Yep.
Dirk Nowitzki and those Mavericks. And then Dirk had that reputation of being soft.
Yep.
He started going to the hole a lot more.
Yep. Bro.
Look on one of those plays versus Chris Bosh. Chris Bosh was leaning so hard because he thought he was going to fade away, and Dirk gave him the little look to the rim and dipped right under him and laid the ball up, man. So that's what I'm saying, learning and the road less travel is you value everything more at the end because you went through the shit to get it. You went through the shit to get it. Not saying KD didn't go through anything because we're just talking about strictly basketball here.
Yeah.
But
KD's championship would have meant more, I think, in to him, and as far as a basketball sense, it would have meant more to basketball where he would be more respected if he would have got that with OKC. If he would have stayed there. Like, people's main gripe with KD is you go and join the team that literally came back and whooped your ass the previous year in the playoffs.
Yeah.
Like, that's people's main gripe with KD.
But y'all had them down 3-1.
Exactly.
Which mean y'all were this close.
Y'all were right there.
But then you go back and look at his performances in them last 2 games.
And it
not good.
Yeah, it wasn't.
You didn't shoot good.
Yeah, it wasn't up to KD's usual standard.
Exactly. But rather than say, okay, when I'm gonna be ready next time, you go and join them.
What they say? If you can't beat them, join them. He did that.
73 wins. I still can't wrap my head around that. People still can't wrap their head around it. And then you try to undermine people's opinions. Oh, y'all have a warped perception on the game. Y'all don't even play professional basketball. We know heart and pride, motherfucker.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? We know pride. You gotta have no pride to join a 73 win team. None.
The team that you had up 3-1, 3-1, and you go join them. You go join the super. Nah, I ain't gonna say super team. You go join the already complete team that you had up 3-1.
A team that they respected their championship because everybody was homegrown.
Everybody was homegrown.
Steph, Draymond,
drafted.
all drafted. And played their roles.
Yep.
Steph grew in because people didn't think Steph was going to last because of the ankles.
Because of the ankles, yeah, man.
Clay, I think they saw Clay as a two-way player, but not the kind of shooter we thought.
Not the straight sniper that he is. Yeah.
They didn't see that, and then he grew into an elite defender. Man. Draymond came in. First of all, he came in big from Michigan State, slimmed up.
Yeah.
Slimmed up
and was a scorer at Michigan State. He was a scorer first at Michigan State.
And his basketball IQ was already there.
Yeah, it was already there.
And he already had that dog mentality.
Yep.
And I mean, those were the core that won him the championship.
Yep.
We can say that Kyrie and them didn't, Kevin Love didn't play that series.
Yeah.
But you still respect that championship because, hey, they didn't have a big acquisition in free agency.
They did
not. They didn't make a splash trade. They went out there and played.
Yeah.
It's not their fault Kyrie and Kevin Love were injured.
Yeah.
It's not their fault. Because people still had LeBron over them because people didn't respect their resume.
Yeah. People were thinking that LeBron, was gonna straight just carry him through. I mean,
Exactly. And he couldn't carry him through because they were that good.
Yeah, you can't. Especially, I mean, as good as LeBron is, you just can't beat that lineup by yourself.
Right?
By yourself, you
right.
can't. You can't. You can't.
Like it goes back to what we were talking about earlier, and LeBron, how in his first stint in Cleveland made it to the finals, but ran into the dynasty, the San Antonio Spurs.
Manu, Tony Parker, Tim Duncan,
and Greg Popovich.
And Greg Popovich. And in my opinion, not only did the Spurs outplay them, but Greg Popovich outcoached them.
Mm-hmm.
So
I don't even remember who the coach was for them. For Cleveland that year,
I
don't want to say Mike Brown.
I think
it
was.
Sure.
I think it was Mike Brown. Yeah.
So it was tough to watch LeBron go through that, but that was something he had to learn.
Yeah.
And then people give him flack about joining up with Wade and Bosh when Boston pretty much started it. I mean,
who was the only person over there? Paul Pierce. Ray Allen. They drafted Rondo, right?
Yeah, they
drafted Rondo. Ray Allen came over and y'all make a blockbuster trade for Kevin Garnett.
For KG.
Still in his prime.
Yep. All of them were still leading their teams.
Yeah.
Ray Allen was still leading Seattle.
Yep.
But each one of their teams weren't going anywhere.
Yeah.
And they said, you know what? Let's join forces. And they got a chip off of it.
And then wasn't KG like 2 years off of an MVP season? Like,
was he? He was like
3-4 years. Somewhere he was still in that window though.
But yeah,
he was still in that window.
He was still one of those. If he need to lead a team and get 25 and 12, he was gonna do.
Yeah, exactly.
Ray Allen still out there giving you 20 plus.
That's what I'm saying. People give LeBron so much flack for creating the first super team, but in reality, it was Boston.
It was Boston.
Boston did it first
because that's the only reason he went to Miami is to beat Boston.
Exactly.
So y'all gonna blame him for that?
Can't.
I mean, listen. LeBron didn't join Boston, did he?
No.
Exactly.
No.
Exactly.
He didn't pull a KD.
He didn't pull a KD.
No.
He didn't do that.
Yeah.
He didn't have the Miami Heat down 3-1 and went and joined their ass after losing to him.
Can't beat him, join him. That's KD's motto.
And then he gets so mad that people talk about it. You just try to dismiss people's opinions because they call you out on it. It is what it is. You join a 73-win team.
It is what it is.
It is what it is. I fuck with the person, Kevin Durant, but the basketball moves, that was one of the weakest I've ever seen.
Yeah, bro.
It's not the weakest.
Because the simple fact is that if Kevin Durant never joined the Warriors that next season, they're still probably going to the finals.
Exactly.
More than likely still going to the finals.
And don't forget, they made it all the way to the finals and lost against who? The dynasty.
Yep.
San Antonio Spurs.
Yep.
Kawhi Leonard, young Kawhi.
Young, hungry, healthy Kawhi.
Young Kawhi.
The claw.
Boy, spry knees.
Claw.
Knees ain't gone yet.
That's when they first gave him the claw.
Yes. And that's who y'all ran into in the finals.
Yep.
Y'all had a championship team.
Definitely did.
You would have had, and more than likely you would have had the same amount of rings, if not 3.
True. Especially with the way that, you know, Westbrook was developing, and especially James Harden developing more as a scorer. Like
and a superstar?
Yeah.
You had 3. Bro, look at it like this.
3 MVPs!
3 MVPs. You had 3 MVPs on your same team.
With defensive player of the year, Serge Ibaka.
Yes. Yes.
Come on, man.
Y'all
and already NBA champion in Kendrick Perkins.
And y'all already had And y'all had y'all had the roster to keep up with Golden State because they had their superstars, all-stars, 3. Y'all got y'all 3.
The more we talk about this, the worse it looks for KD, bro.
It is what it is. But you know what he gonna say? Y'all don't know what y'all talking about. Y'all ain't never played in the NBA before. That's what he gonna say. Y'all have such a warped view on the game, man. We know that shit was weak.
That shit was weak as hell.
Shit was weak as fuck.
Weak as hell, boy.
Weak as shit. 73 wins. Weak as shit. And you know it was weak.
He know it.
That's why you get so defensive.
He know it, and his main argument gonna be, I got 2 rings.
Bus rider.
I got 2 rings, though.
Bus rider.
He gonna tell you, I got 2 rings, though.
I got 2 rings, though, boy. It's an asterisk by both of them bitches. Both of them bitches, boy. Stop. Because then at the end of the day, we going back to 2015 when the Warriors won with Kyrie and Kevin Love out. But when Kyrie and Kevin came back, guess what happened? They won. Cleveland won.
Bust that ass.
Cleveland won.
Yep.
KD, you put them over the top. The only reason they won was because of you. You put them over the top.
Pretty much.
Because he was the elite of a player, bro.
He was the X factor.
You that caliber player.
On top of having to guard Steph and Clay with Draymond facilitating. Now you throw KD in there, Mr. Mid-range. Unstoppable.
Mr. Mid-range.
Who's literally unstoppable.
But then remember this too. A lot of those shots Kyrie was making against Clay
was tough.
Were tough shots, right?
Tough shot. That was just good. That was just Kyrie good offense.
But watch this. All them times he could turn and move how he wanted to. You got a 7-footer right here now.
Yep.
You got a 7-footer messing with your shot. Not only Clay right there, but now you got KD rotating, bothering you.
Who was top 5 in blocks that year.
Come on, man. And then you got Draymond. Mm-hmm. Come on. All those mid-range and areas he was able to get to, he could get there, but he couldn't get a shot over or a decent shot. KD right there too.
Yep. Towering over him.
Yeah,
so man, let's go ahead and segue to the next. You know, we can sit here and go in on
KD all day, every day. Man. And matter of fact, his overall still a 96 on 2K, which bring our next to our 2K ratings, man.
2K ratings, man.
Jokic 98 overall, man. The best player on 2K right now.
Best player in the league right now. And, I mean, arguably. I'll put the arguably in there, but I mean, it's you can't dismiss what he does when he's on the floor.
Right.
The man is Magic Johnson, Yao Ming, and somebody else just mixed into one. So it's
to me personally, I think it's out of him, Giannis
is still,
and Luka.
Yeah. Those are the top 3.
I think those are the 3, and I think they're all one. They're all like number 1 in terms of best player in the league. Yeah. Because you can't just because
it depends on what you want, what you're looking for.
Right.
Because they all bring something different to the table. So it depends on what you want in the player.
And all of them have that same mentality of winning and teamwork. You know what I'm saying? So I think those are the 3. And in terms of the future and right now, I think they're at the top. They're at the head right now. They're
Definitely.
The top 3.
Definitely.
Even though we got guys who are still on the way up to that level, they're not there yet.
What they give D Book 94?
D Book is 94. Luka is 95.
Yeah. He went down. He was 97 last year.
Oh yeah. I I don't know how they do their grades over there, but
2K be pulling them shits out their ass.
They may have penalized him because
of the season Kyrie. We had. Yeah, Kyrie and the season we had too that we didn't make the playoffs.
Yeah, most definitely. Yeah. Even though they admitted to tanking on purpose.
Yeah.
But Mark Cuban don't give a fuck anyway. I fuck with Mark. Like,
Mark real.
It was one situation. He had got fined $25,000 for saying the F word.
Yeah.
And he was like, "What, they're gonna fine me $25,000?" He said, "You give it to charity, right?"
Yeah.
He said, "She gonna do it again?" He said, "Fuck it." Fuck it. I said, yeah. So if he didn't care about you knowing I'm tanking, I'll pay the fine. I don't care.
He got it.
He got it. We got a 7-2 center and Darius Lively off of that.
Yep.
Because guess what? If they would have dropped one more spot, they wouldn't have had that draft pick.
That's true.
They wouldn't have had that draft pick. It would have went to the Knicks.
Yep.
In the Porzingis trade. So you would have got nothing out of that.
Nothing.
So that actually, he played a chess move and
it worked out.
It worked perfectly. You got what you needed.
Yep.
What you needed, a big center.
What you think? What they give Jimmy 95, which is good. Jimmy Buckets got the well deserved 95 rating.
He deserves it. He finally getting his recognition.
Yeah.
To me, it's probably overdue. He probably should have overdue 95 a year, 2 years ago.
Yeah, definitely.
And I think they're just making it up.
Yeah.
This year.
Yeah.
And then you got playoff Jimmy. That they're looking at. I think the phenomena of playoff Jimmy, they were like
playoff Jimmy definitely bumps it up maybe to 96, just because that's a whole different. You know what I'm saying? That's a whole different monster.
Mm-hmm.
Then the surprising one, well, not really surprising, but surprising to me that they gave Victor Wembanyama an 84 coming in as a rookie.
Yeah. I have no idea what they're doing over there at 2K. We'll just see, I guess, because we're gonna see some ridiculous gameplay.
Yeah,
we know we're gonna see some ridiculous gameplay.
Oh yeah.
I know Victor Wembanyama. He as athletic and as much of a unicorn as he is. We're gonna see some shit we've never seen before on 2K. We're gonna see his neck above the rim.
Yep.
Blocking shots.
You don't even have to jump to dunk, so
exactly.
it's gonna be stupid. It's gonna be his head's good when he really wants to dunk and like show out. His head's gonna be at the square.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like
at least that.
Like it's
his you're not gonna be able to get any shots off over him.
Nah.
Everything is gonna get blocked. I wouldn't be surprised if they put some block like jump shot animations in this year.
I wouldn't be surprised if he come in with like a 93, 94 block off rip.
I wouldn't be surprised.
I wouldn't be surprised.
7-2 and you move like that, they're going to, and then you already know they're probably going to give him a speed boost whenever he's handling the ball.
Yeah.
Got to be completely unrealistic.
Yeah.
So
he going to come in with an 80 speed.
Oh yeah, most
80
definitely.
speed.
Hey, most definitely. To me, some of it's a flawed technology. But you still got guys who are nearing the end of their careers, like LeBron and Steph and KD, around the same class of players.
What's LeBron's rate?
96.
He's still 96. The fact
him, Steph, and KD are 96.
Yeah.
So and Giannis. Can't forget Giannis and Embiid.
Yeah.
You got the MVP Embiid, all 96.
Yeah. They bumped Embiid up definitely because of the MVP, because I think he was like a 92 last year, something like that, 92, 93. So they definitely bumped him up for the MVP season.
Yeah. And
to me, the fact that LeBron is still going into year 21, still 96 rating is just
it's nuts.
It's crazy, bro.
And I don't know why all the LeBron haters, I don't know why y'all come out the woodwork like this man resume doesn't speak for itself.
I'm telling you, bro.
21 years.
21 years.
But you got to remember, 16 years old, already in the limelight.
Yep.
And you live up to the hype.
Surpassed the hype.
No gambling scandals. None of that shit. Now, he's in the legitimate talk for being a GOAT.
Yeah,
no matter what you want to say,
it's him and Jordan at this point, you know, and LeBron still has gas in the tank.
Exactly.
Like in year 21.
Yep.
Year 21.
Year 21.
The man will be 39 years old this year.
39.
39 years old.
Still leading the team. Because we already talked about Anthony Davis earlier.
I just don't get what people's argument is. Like, I mean, it's...
he won. He lost 6 finals.
He's been to 10. He's been to 10 finals.
10.
What was the streak?
In a row. 8. It's
like 8 in a row?
8 finals in a row.
Like, come on, bro. Like...
How do y'all disrespect that man like that?
Give this man his flowers,
We understand that nostalgia, people love nostalgia.
Yeah.
And you may have been in your prime, or you may have had something happen in your life at a time in your life where Jordan was the shit.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying?
Which so he was. We're not downplaying that. But it's always gonna be someone that surpasses that. Like,
exactly.
Because he set evolution.
Because he set the bar.
Yeah.
And once you set the bar, people are going to have to jump higher every time the bar is moved.
Exactly.
And Jordan set the bar not only for the basketball, but in terms of being a business icon.
Yep.
Using your name and branding.
The man became a billionaire still being an active player. LeBron.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Lifetime Nike deal. Now, Jordan he took Nike to the point where he was the first, to Nike.
Yeah. The
flagship.
He skyrocketed Nike.
Yeah. So everybody was pretty much Converse at that point.
Yeah.
And then you branched off. You got Nike to the point where they made so much money, you made your own brand.
Yep.
Jordan brand.
Yep.
And Nike had to come to you to partner.
Yep.
Had to come to you.
Yep.
Pay you to use your likeness.
Yep.
To use your shoes.
Yep.
Undoubtedly. You set that bar.
Yep. But it has, in my opinion, it has been surpassed. You can't argue with consistency. You can't argue with the numbers. You just can't argue with the legacy that LeBron has built over a 21-year career. You can't argue with that.
And then to not get distracted when you were in the limelight at 16.
True.
And not let that go to your head.
Most 16-year-olds would fold.
And then you had grown men hating on you in your own city.
On your own team.
I mean, it was a clip I'll never forget. He had got a Hummer. People were wondering how he got the Hummer. And this grown-ass man, he walking into a bar. You talking to a 16, 17-year-old kid. Hey, LeBron, where'd you get the Hummer? Jerk. Like, bro, do you realize how goofy you say? I wonder where that guy is right now.
Probably
still in a fucking cubicle.
Yep.
Working 9 to 5. Praying they don't take his pension.
Yep.
Jerk. Talking to a kid.
That jerk is a billionaire.
Talking to a kid.
You're right. Like,
married his high school sweetheart.
Yep. No drama, no trouble.
No
This
scandals.
man has been a straight shooter.
Building in his own community.
Yep.
Building in his own community.
You just can't.
How do y'all hate this man?
You just can't. You can't.
Kobe, if anything Kobe's passing should have showed us is appreciate him while he's still here.
Exactly.
Appreciate this man while he's still here.
Give this man his flowers and his recognition.
Man is
what he deserves.
Man is top 10. What, top 15 rebounding? Top 20 rebounding? At least top 20.
I think he's top 15 rebounding.
Top 5 assists.
Top 5 assists.
Number one scorer.
Overall scorer.
And didn't try to do that shit. I just score so easy, but I don't take enough shots. How the fuck I become the number one scorer then?
Exactly. Numbers don't lie, bro.
Numbers don't lie.
Numbers don't lie, bro.
Number one scorer on and top 5 in assists.
And
how you do both?
And think about it. Still has gas in the tank. LeBron is definitely still gonna play another 2 years at the least.
At least.
So that record is gonna be even more unbreakable than when Kareem stopped.
Exactly.
And
it's gonna stand probably longer than Kareem's is.
Yeah.
With the players going to different markets and the way players change teams now. Yeah. I don't think that, to me, that's wear and tear on a part that's not physical with the game.
Yeah. Don't get me wrong. I think someone will definitely get there, especially how the NBA is evolving and everything, especially with the threes and everything. Fast. Someone's gonna get there, but it's gonna take a while. It's gonna be another 10, 15, maybe 20 years before somebody gets there.
And think about it like this.
And it's gonna take them 20 plus to reach that.
21 years, averaging 27 a game for your whole career. Came in with your hometown franchise on your back.
On your back.
As an 18-year-old.
Get his man his flowers, bro.
Jordan had been on his high school teams 2 years at 18 and just went to and just probably committed to UNC.
Yep.
That made him hungrier. But at 16, he damn sure wasn't on the cover of Sports Illustrated. He wasn't even on his fucking high school team.
True. That man got cut.
Cut.
Which, like you said, definitely put a chip on his shoulder and made him work harder.
Exactly.
But LeBron
was getting his flowers at 16. Not getting his flowers, but
he was he the chosen. He was the chosen one, bro.
The chosen one.
Like, come on, bro.
And you live up to it. And exceeded.
It, bro. Like,
married your high school sweetheart. Everybody know your kids' names. You got the youngest one, Zuri.
Yeah, Zuri, yeah. Daughter, yeah.
You got Bryce. Then you got Bronny.
Yeah, come on, man. That man. He's at the top of the NBA Mount Rushmore, bro. Like,
get that man his flowers and get that man his respect. We don't give a damn about. Yeah, we all don't like the flopping. We all don't like the capping that LeBron does because he caps a lot.
He does.
He caps a lot.
He's Sir Cap a lot.
But one thing he don't cap on is that damn resume.
Yep.
That's one thing he don't cap on.
That's facts.
And giving you everything he got every season.
Every single season, bro.
He may rest here and there, but I guarantee he's still playing more games than Kawhi is.
Yeah.
Every year.
Yeah. Cause Kawhi getting hurt 2-3 times a year. You know what I'm saying?
And sitting out cause your knees are flaring up on you.
Yep.
LeBron tore a ligament in his foot in that playing Dallas.
Yep.
And came back. You know, I'll probably be out a couple of weeks. Came back. Wasn't supposed to come back.
Yep.
Still out there moving like he not hurt.
In reality, bro, LeBron might be the most durable NBA player in NBA history.
He spends $1 million, at least $1 million an offseason on his body.
Yeah, and that shows. The results show.
Yep.
The result, maybe Kawhi needs to spin an M.
At this point, Kawhi is too late for Kawhi.
Yeah, it's too late for Kawhi. Yeah, it is.
It's no more fluid in between those knees, the kneecaps, man.
Say his cartilage running out of his knees, boy.
That tendonitis, a motherfucker, bro.
It is, bro.
It flare up at the worst time, bro. You know what I'm saying? Because it can flare up if you step wrong or something.
And now it makes sense why Pop was limiting him so much toward the end of his stint in San Antonio, because I'm pretty sure Pop saw that coming, you know. So
he it got real messy with them because I think he didn't trust their medical staff.
Yeah,
he didn't really trust their medical staff because it wasn't even his knees. It was like a quad.
It
was like a quad that was torn, and they wanted him to get back sooner than what. And Kawhi was like, I know what my body telling me. Yeah, I'm not healed. I'm not rehabbed all the way. Yep. Y'all not gonna rush me back for the team. I know I'm looking for the longevity.
Facts.
Looking for the longevity. Cause if who's to say if he would have come back from that quad injury
and tear
it, y'all throw him aside, or let's say he comes back and is a shell of himself.
Yeah.
But then the fact that he came back, he would have probably still been with the Spurs.
Yep, that's true. He would have never got his
ring in Toronto.
Got his other ring in Toronto. So yeah.
So because that was the whole thing with him was the medical staff, and he didn't trust the medical staff, and that's why he got out of there.
Yep.
And that's why he got out of there, man.
Yeah.
And so and then he had that one season in Toronto where he earned that.
He definitely did.
We respect that. How we respect Dirt Championship.
Yeah, man, definitely.
So
you got anything else NBA before we segue to the MLB?
No, I think that's gonna be pretty much it for the on the basketball front, man.
Yeah.
I'm gonna segue into the MLB real quick. Just a quick keynotes. Texas Rangers just had their 8-game winning streak snapped by the Oakland A's.
Still looking good. Still on a good, very good playoff run right now. We are looking very solid.
Yeah.
Heading into the latter part of the MLB season right now. I'm really excited to see what the Rangers can do.
Yeah,
we're looking very good right now.
Yeah, and I think they're hitting on all cylinders at the right time.
Yeah,
and the hitting is coming together. And we know we just got Max Scherzer. Yeah. He just had his second start this past week.
Yep.
Picked up a win, only allowed 1 earned run.
Yep, solid.
7 innings, only 3 hits.
Yep.
6 strikeouts.
Yep.
So he's looking more than capable of lasting. And like I said, with him coming in, and then they also picked up Jordan Montgomery, another starter.
Yep.
Just lost.
He broke the streak.
Yeah, he broke the streak, but he's another guy. He pushes those other guys down into the bullpen, which makes the bullpen stronger.
Yep.
Which gives the starting pitchers longevity.
Yep.
Because they can come out there and pitch 6, 7 innings, and,
yep.
and they can take the rest of the night off because of the
relievers and the closers that we have.
And the closers.
Yeah, because we're deep. Our bullpen is very deep now.
And the run support that he gets. And the run support that he gets. So if you're up 5-0 in the 5th inning, hey, you making that call to the bullpen, y'all start warming up.
Yeah.
Y'all start warming up, man, because he coming out in the next 1-2 innings.
Yeah.
Coming out the next 2 innings, we're going to keep a pitch count down because in October, you tend to rotate more often.
Yeah.
You tend to take some, like if you, let's say you end the series, one series, we're going to start that series with the top of the rotation again.
Yep.
We're going to want you right back out there on the mound. So, so that's going to be key. And then they're still first by 2.5 games in the American League over the Houston Astros. They kind of got a little gap with that streak because the Astros were on their heels a little bit.
Yeah. It was like a half a game for a minute.
Yeah. So they
definitely got a little distance.
They're definitely set up to hopefully everybody stays healthy. Yeah. Unfortunately, Josh Young, the all-star rookie third baseman, just fractured his hand.
Yeah.
Just underwent surgery. So it's on his glove hand. So they're going to be looking for a second opinion on that.
Yeah,
and
I think most likely he's definitely gonna miss a few weeks. Hopefully he can like 3 to 4 weeks. Hopefully we can we just want him to come back 100%. We don't want him in danger of injuring that injuring that again. So
right, because
they just need to play it safe because we're in a good spot for us to play it safe with them.
That baseball is hard as hell.
Yeah,
that baseball is hard as hell.
Trying to catch a line drive coming off the bat at 110, bro. Like
man, it's crazy. Yeah, so. And he's right at that corner on third base.
Yeah,
that's all right-handers swing early. Those are coming right down the line. So he's trying to make a play on that. And then, you get a little time off.
Yeah,
and hopefully he can come back. Not completely at the end of the season, at the season's over, but maybe a month before the season's over.
So he can get his rhythm back and everything.
Get the timing, rhythm back, and he can feel more comfortable. And then, like I said, we talked about it last podcast. Baseball is a sport where you on a streak. You can
get hot at the right time.
You can keep that thing going. So he's one of them. Then I think they were pleasantly surprised with Josh Young. This year, I don't think anyone expected him to be this good.
Yeah, he's been very solid.
Yeah, all-star already made the all-star starter. As third baseman. That's
a rookie, man.
Yeah, and then he's been durable up until this point.
Yeah,
he's played 107 out of the 112 games he's played. You know, he's a leading candidate for the AL Rookie of the Year.
Yep.
Batting average 274, 22
Solid.
home runs,
Solid.
67 RBIs already.
Solid.
And that's with about 50 games left.
Yeah.
In the season. So hopefully they get him back in time, and the Rangers will just go ahead and take it and bring it on home back to Arlington, man.
It's about that time, man. It's about that time they get back into the World Series, man. I think this is our year.
Most definitely.
It's feeling like our year.
Yeah.
It's feeling like our year.
I think they went all in with the Scherzer trade.
Yeah.
They went all in.
You could tell we went completely in the win now mode.
Yes.
Completely in the win. Not 1 or 2 years, win now.
Yeah, and then you got a big splash with Corey Seager, and signing him this past off season, and he's proven to be everything that you pay for.
Oh yeah, you already know what Corey Seager's gonna bring to the table, man. That man is straight consistency since day one of him coming in the league. So that was a
great
grade A pickup for us. Yeah. Grade A.
Yeah, man, and he's other guys in line like Adolis, is it Garcia? I think it's Adolis Garcia. Yeah. He's a big power threat. He knocks him over the wall, and he's in about 250. But you knock him over, you'll take 250 with the power that he brings. Yeah. So yeah, they're in a great position to make a playoff and a championship run. Yeah.
We're definitely gonna make a splash in the playoffs.
We're gonna go ahead and stay in the Metroplex. About this just a couple of updates with the NFL and the Cowboys. Yeah. Malik Hooker got a new contract, 3 years, $24 million. Yeah. I think that's a good deal for a safety of his caliber.
Yeah, that's definitely around his worth, you know. So because he's been solid, you know. So it's I applaud him for that. That's a good. We got to secure that defense. Yes. You know, we got to secure the defense.
And what else? One thing is we like to run those 3 safeties. Yeah. We had Curse. You had Malik Hooker, and then you got Donovan Wilson. Yeah. And I think that played better to Malik Hooker because you remember he suffered Achilles injuries before he left Indianapolis. Yeah. So I think that let him work his way back into the groove, into the fold. And now I think he's going to make a lot more plays this year in terms of plays on the ball. Oh, yeah. Yeah, so I think he's going to be all the way back at 100% this year. Definitely. So 3 years, $24 million. You basically got him a good Pro Bowl caliber safety discounted at a price. Yep. May not be what he was a couple years ago because he was undoubtedly Pro Bowl.
He was definitely a Pro Bowl. Yeah.
So he's definitely 3 years, $24 million, $8 million a year. Is that $8 million? I think that's $8 million.
It's somewhere. It's like $8 million. Yeah.
So I think that's more than worth it. Speaking of money, we still got the Cowboys coming in at number 1 in the worth department.
What is it? $9.2 billion. Billion dollars. As much as people hate us, as much as people hate on the Cowboys,
you're talking about us.
You keep on talking about us, man. Because hey, man, that value just steady going up.
And it's crazy when you think about it. Because Dallas is so many people love Dallas, the Cowboys outside of Dallas. Yeah.
We got fans worldwide, bro.
Everywhere, man.
Everywhere.
It's amazing, man. So, I mean, like I said, the marketing is crazy. Yep. The marketing is crazy. We'll give Jerry that.
Jerry's a hell of a businessman, bro. He know how to make that money.
He gonna keep it relevant.
Yeah, he know how to make that money, man.
He gonna keep y'all relevant, man. So, yeah, still number 1 in worth. We got Micah Parsons coming in.
Number 9 on the top 100 NFL players. Yes. Well deserved.
And if he makes good on the promise of being an even hungrier player than he's already been,
he's gonna jump top 5. Yeah, he's gonna jump up top 5.
He'll
definitely.
Be top 5.
Definitely.
I was actually shocked they gave him number 9. I expected him to be in that 15 range. Yeah. That 11 through 15 range. But top 10, they put him right there at 9. I think that's pretty good, man. Yeah. Pretty good out of 100.
Yeah, he deserved it, though. He definitely earned it. definitely earned it.
Most definitely, man. I think he's gonna.
Who's the other pass rusher in Bosa? Bosa was I think he's like number 6, 7, something like that.
I don't remember.
Bosa made top 10 too. He did. I know. I saw that. He definitely made top 10. Yeah, Nick. Nick.
Yeah, Nick is. Nick, I think is like just this much better. I mean, they're both brothers are fucking awesome.
Yeah,
but I think Nick is just like
a tad bit better.
A tad bit better, man. And so yeah, he's a beast. Both of them are beasts, but more than likely Nick, you hear his name way more often than you do Joey. Even though Joey's
a dog too, man.
Joey's a dog too.
Joey's a dog.
He can definitely wreck games too. Last point. Do you think Dak throwing 3 interceptions is a sign of things to come in training camp? Two to Trayvon, 1 to Van Der Esch.
It like we were talking about before we started recording, man. The 2 to Trayvon, you can kind of discount them because it's Trayvon and he's so aggressive on the ball. But the one that concerns me is the 1 to Van Der Esch, man, because like you said, that he's not seeing something right. You know, he's not seeing something right.
Yeah, he's not seeing those guys are dropping underneath his routes.
Yeah.
I think it doesn't take a lot to fool Dak.
Yeah, it doesn't. Yeah.
I think
you can confuse. I think defenses got him down pretty much to a I ain't gonna say down pat, but they got him down to a good level to where they can confuse him in a couple different ways to make him make a mistake.
Right. Whether you make it look like man and drop into zone, I think that gets him.
Yeah.
But one thing I think that may have tied into the Van Der Esch interception is I think if you come up to the line like you about to blitz,
drop back
at the snap.
Minute, yep.
I think that's
on the slant.
That's what gets him.
Yeah.
Because to me, Dak makes up his mind who he's gonna throw the ball to.
Before he snaps the ball.
Before he snaps the ball.
Yeah, he does his reads. He sees what defense that they're showing, and he go ahead and makes his decision off of that instead of improvising and going off what the defense shows you the whole way.
Right.
Like you have to be able to make it on the fly adjustment.
Right.
And his on the fly adjustments are not good.
Up to par.
Yeah.
Not up to par. And sometimes it's the eye test too, man.
Yeah.
Sometimes you can tell the way the ball comes off his hands different than other quarterbacks.
He's not sure about it.
He's not sure about it.
Yeah.
And sometimes like I say, it goes back to decision making.
Yep.
One thing that they think we giving Dak flack. It is the decision making with Dak, but he's not. It's not we're saying other quarterbacks are that much perfect.
Yeah,
but
everybody makes bad. Every quarterback makes bad.
Everybody makes mistakes. Mahomes have made bad mistakes.
Yep.
I looked at Josh Allen. That's one thing they're talking about in Buffalo with him. He doesn't make a lot of mistakes. He makes them at the worst time.
Yeah, exactly.
At the worst time. Think about the game versus the Vikings, almost the game of the year.
Yep.
That game ended on an interception that you look and you like, where the hell was Josh Allen throwing that ball to?
Exactly.
And then the crazy part, he hesitated, like he didn't want to throw it, and he just
threw it anyway.
And he threw that shit anyway.
He was like, I can get it in there. No,
intercepted.
Yeah.
And it's the worst times he throws those interceptions. So it's not that we're just on Dak. Like Dak is the worst quarterback. Dak is good.
Dak is very good.
He's good. But like I said, he's not that elite category.
Yeah.
He's not the elite category of, oh shit, we have to watch him all 3 downs. He's
a threat. He's a consistent threat.
He can put it everywhere.
Yeah, exactly.
Even when you playing perfect defense, he can put it there. That's the level that I think people think Dak is at because he's not. He's not. You let your love for the Cowboys and your loyalty to the Cowboys
shroud your
you let that cloud your judgment.
Yeah.
You let it cloud your judgment, man.
Because if you want to say that to where a quarterback where he's a risk on all 4 downs where he can put it anywhere, that's Patrick Mahomes.
Patrick Mahomes,
That's Josh Allen, yeah.
Justin Herbert.
Deshaun Watson.
Deshaun Watson, yeah.
He's one of those.
He's one of those.
He can put it wherever it needs to be.
And Deshaun Watson, the thing about Deshaun Watson, all those guys we just mentioned extend the play exceptionally well.
Yep.
Dak extends the play, but he doesn't extend it to the point where we see him extend the play and make terrible decisions.
Yeah.
Just like Josh Allen, make terrible decisions.
Yep.
Patrick Mahomes, they don't make them as often when they have to improvise. When the play is broken.
Yeah.
Dak, you catch him, if he'll throw it into a window, he has no business throwing it. No quarterback should be throwing it in too.
Yeah, facts.
So it's just putting him in the right place and giving him easier check downs.
Yeah.
I think easier. You need probably an outlet on both sides, left and right.
Yeah.
If he gets flushed to the left, you
tight end on one side, RB on the other side.
Yeah, give him some kind of outlet because
give him options instead of him just staring down his number where he wants to go with the ball. Mm-hmm. It's not about always where you want to go with the ball. It's where you have to go with the defense is giving you.
And speaking of that, on the play I just mentioned with Josh Allen. He had Singletary chip the edge and just could have. It was second down.
Yep.
Just dip it to Singletary. He probably gonna get 5 yards.
Yep. Move the chain.
But then who's to say it's a DB over there? Who's to say he doesn't stiff on the DB and get 10, all right, and get out of bounds?
Facts.
So it comes down to decision making and play calling and play design.
And I think we'll be a little better this year now that Mike McCarthy's taking the reins as far as play calling. We don't have Kellen Moore out there with the simple playbook anymore. So Dak's gonna have a lot more options.
Overqualified Kellen Moore.
Yeah.
No, not even underqualified. What am I saying? I don't know what's going on with my
very underqualified. A third string quarterback who jumped straight
offensive coordinator
to offensive coordinator.
And matter of fact, I feel so bad for Justin Herbert because that's where he went. He went to Los Angeles.
No, poor Justin Herbert. I'm glad he went on and got paid now.
Facts.
I'm glad he went on and got his bag now because that ain't good. That ain't good. Hopefully somebody else is majority play caller. Because that ain't good with Kellen. That's not good. That's not good at all.
And then Austin Eckler, he's probably going to get to the point where you're going to get more carries rather than split carries and
receptions.
Catches. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So maybe. And then you got Mike Williams. To me, I hate to say it, he's probably going to have Mike Williams running the Gallup role, running deep and run in.
Poor Chargers, man. Poor Chargers. I didn't even know that. Poor Chargers.
Yeah, that's where he went. I couldn't believe it. And I hate that, because now Justin Herbert has the arm talent that Dak doesn't have.
True. True.
So who's to say that didn't limit a lot of things? Because we all see Dak underthrow deep passes.
Dak underthrows short passes.
Yeah.
But I've never seen somebody underthrow somebody on a drag route.
Oh yeah.
You underthrow a drag. You throw it at your player's feet on a drag route, bro. The drag route is literally most of the time not even 5 yards up the field.
Mm-hmm. They're reading the linebackers and they're coming underneath.
Yeah, and they're coming underneath.
And that's supposed to be something that you hear the ball when it hits them pads.
Yeah, right in the numbers.
Right, it's supposed to be
right in the numbers.
It's supposed to be right there. Now, a lot of times, some of the time last year, Dak did put it where he was supposed to.
Yeah, he did a lot of times.
Receivers' hands.
Yeah, he did a lot of times.
Receivers' hands.
A couple of his interceptions were tips. Tips or deflections, or just our guy dropping it and then another guy coming behind him and catching it. I will give Dak that, but a lot of them were also just bad decisions.
Bad decisions, and you can't fit it to where you think you can.
Yeah,
because like I said, it goes back to the eye test. You can see Justin Herbert. How many times on fourth down did he convert in a game? On fourth down. I'm talking, it was in the fourth quarter alone, and he converted, man.
Yeah.
And he made some of the throws that were ridiculous throws, man. Like,
Yeah.
Where they had to be. And if you look behind him, he has something that Dak doesn't have, which is anticipation.
Facts.
Anticipation.
Facts. It go back to what you said. Dak has his mind made up most of the time when he gets his first look at the defense.
Exactly. And one more point is I watched Justin Herbert in that Oakland game, like the crazy game where they were both 9-7 fighting for a playoff spot.
Yeah, that was a good ass game.
The fourth quarter was amazing. A lot of the throws on fourth down he made, but the one at the buzzer for the game tying touchdown.
Yeah.
You saw Mike Williams. All you saw was, from the broadcast point of view, was him throw it and Mike Williams catch it between two defenders.
Yeah. But
if you look from the back,
Mike Williams wasn't even done with his route.
He wasn't even turned around.
He wasn't even done with his route.
And two Raiders were right between them and low on the money, hard.
Yep.
That's something Dak doesn't have. Yep. He can have it, but he doesn't have it right now.
He got to work on it.
He got to work on it.
He got to work on that.
And it's anticipation. You shouldn't have to
wait for your guy to come out of his cut.
Right.
The ball should already be leaving your hands before he cuts.
Exactly. If I know you're running an in route, why am I waiting for you to turn and look back at me?
Soon as you turn, the ball should be right there.
Exactly.
And Dak needs to understand.
And
that.
there was another one in training camp that was just like that. I think it was Cavante Turpin, who was running an in route.
Yeah.
And as soon as he ran the in route, he had to go down and get the ball. But showing the whole play, Dak didn't throw it until
he was already
cutting.
Yep.
So it's just anticipation. Anticipation will make up for a lot of those mistakes.
Yeah, definitely.
So, because if you can anticipate what your players, first of all, you already know your play call. I hope you do.
Yeah.
As a quarterback.
And now that you say that attributes to a lot of those passes where Dak throws it behind the guy when the guy is going forward. That anticipation comes into play with
anticipation.
That. Yeah. It's like you don't think your guy's gonna get. It's either you don't think your guy's gonna get there in time if you anticipate it, or you don't think you can get it there in time.
Exactly.
It's one of those. I don't know which one it is yet, but it's one of those.
It's almost like it's
like he's second guessing himself.
Right.
Almost. Yeah.
And second guessing is a split second between the interception and a guy like CD catching it and getting hit. Mm-hmm. But CD a dog, he gonna hold on to it.
Mm-hmm.
A split second will have the safety stepping in front of CD.
Yep.
Snatch, give me that.
Yep.
So yeah, that's what Dak needs to work on. Anticipation, and hopefully the play calls are good, man.
I think they're gonna be. I'm almost adamantly sure they're gonna be much better than with Kellen Moore. So
yeah,
we're in good hands this season.
Yeah, most definitely, man. So I think that's gonna wrap it up for this episode. We always got to end on a Dallas Cowboy Dak Prescott note.
Got to, man.
We always got to end it on that. Man. So I think we're going to go ahead and wrap this up. So thank y'all for listening. You stayed listening throughout the whole episode.
Appreciate you.
Appreciate all the love and support getting this thing started. We're going to keep this thing going. Despite the non-support, despite all of the support that we do get, we're gonna keep this thing going and keep it consistent.
Yep.
And keep it coming weekly. No matter what happens.
Yes, sir.
We're gonna keep this thing happening. So thank y'all for the support.
Thank y'all for listening, man. Thank y'all for tuning in every week with us, the ones that do. Any new listeners, we appreciate y'all tuning in and checking us out, man. We appreciate the love, man. We're gonna keep trying to deliver y'all this raw, uncut, real take on sports. So, like I said, we appreciate y'all for tuning in, man. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe if you haven't to. Please drop your opinions in the comment section. We want to hear them. We want to see what you guys think about what our minds are revolving around. So,
right.
Yeah, man.
Right.
But we're gonna go ahead and get out of here, man.
And we'll catch y'all next week.
Yeah, man. Y'all have a good week. Take it easy, man.
Right.